Okay guys, we are back and we are going to work on, let me get my iron up and around in here, move it around, the Nouveau table runner with the tiny treaters fabric. I'll flip you down, scoot you back. So this is the pattern. We've already cut our fabric. That was the last video on this project. So I don't have all of the fabric cut yet. I still have to cut my borders, but this is what I need so far for, I believe, all the squares. And we are going to, of course, attempt to do the squares. All right, so so a light, we're probably going to need a pencil, which I do happen to have. I have this one. And this one, I need a friction pen. If you guys know of good friction pens on Amazon, let me know down below. Okay, so our directions is we're going to take the light background to a medium bead triangle, make 12 units. So a dark triangle to one side of the light triangle, and then sew a dark triangle to the other side, make 12 flying geese. So that's what we're getting ready to do right here. We're going to do the flying geese. All right. Okay, so I have cut my triangles out. I had my squares cut, and then I needed to cut some triangles. So I'm going to turn you guys down and see if I can scooch out over a hair here, maybe. Right now, step one, we are making these half square triangles, which are going to go up in these corners, it looks like. So it was a light background to a medium background, and it is the 4 7/8 squares. So I took my squares and I cut them down the center. Now we're just mating them up, matching them up to make our half square triangles. And I'm just trying to make sure everybody is lined up. And I do have my 1/4 foot on. And I'm just going to chain piece these guys. Let me flip you up a little bit here. So one light, one medium. My hands are so dry, I can't do anything. I try to match this point up first and then match everything else up as best as possible. I'm trying to sew them all the same direction. And I have 12 of these, so we'll be back in a moment. I am pressing to the teal side. Trying not to handle it very much. I do not want to warp anything. Okay, one more. Just setting the seam. Flipping it open. Again, trying not to handle it too much once I open it. And I'm not moving my iron back and forth. I'm so bad for that. I'm trying to teach myself not to. So now I have all these squares done and pressed. So that is diagram 1. Set my iron away. So now I just need some scissors. And guys, I have not opened up my new scissors yet. So let's grab a pair. Are they the exact same thing? They're the exact same thing. Okay. And I'm just going to trim the dog ears. So I like to do this with my rotary cutter too. If you don't want to do it with scissors, you take a small square. That's what I do. And I just use my cutters. It's time for a new blade. I can already tell. I just turn it. I need to get me one of those turning mats, guys. I want one of those turning mats because I want to do a layer cake, kind of this hack and slash kind of thing, and you turn your blocks a lot, or disappearing non-patch, you turn your blocks. So I am just cutting and stacking. All right, so I have my 12 half square triangles. I'll lay those on my board, and next we are going to work on the flying geese. So diagram 2. So a dark triangle to one side of the light triangle, then sew a dark triangle to the other side, making a flying geese. So I'm going to need these, and I have not cut them into triangles yet, but we will. Gotta figure out which one of those I need. And a light triangle. Is it this guy here? All right, so I gotta figure out whose is what's. And we'll be back to show you the block. Next step, it says we're going to take the triangles that we cut out of the dark background, which was the 12 2.78 squares. They have been cut. I now have 24 triangles out of that, which is right here. And then the light background, which was the 3 5 1/4 squares, have been cut on the diagonal twice to give me 12 triangles. So now we're going to take one of these, move my ruler out of the way. It looks like we're going to sew just like this and make a flying geese. Children, this is really, it's testing me. I've never done all this before, so let's see. I am going to attempt to do the flying geese, and we will have some overhang here. All right, let's pull these over towards my little footrest. And I'm going to do all of one side. And then we will flip them over and do the other side. And again, I'm just going to chain piece these. Okay, guys, I just wanted to take just a second to show you. Be sure you're lining your geese up right, because I did a couple of, I was getting in a hurry and did a couple wrong. You want to line your long end of the triangle, the bottom, up like this. And you're going to have a little overhang at the points. You're going to have a little overhang, and you're going to sew down this side, and you'll have a little overhang. Okay. So I did a couple wrong, and I had to take them loose. But yeah, that's how you do it. Okay, so I have my flying geese half done. Now we're going to add this top one, and it's going to sit on here like this. So we want to line up your edge at the bottom. Like this. You're going to line it up on this bottom edge, so you will have a tail sticking out at the top. And make sure I'm nice and even here. And I'm going to chain piece these. And I'll be right back. Okay, I now have my half square triangles, and I have, or half square triangles, and my flying geese. So let's see what our next step is in. So our next step is we're going to take one of these, and we're going to sew just like this to the top of here. So that's our next step. And then after that, it looks like you're just putting your blocks together. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold up. Let's turn you guys around this way. So we're going to take a flying geese and one of these 4.5 inch blocks. Did I cut my corner off? I bet I did. Not too bad. It's not bad. Not too bad. I have to be more careful. So I'm going to do this block next, this little section. I'll have to be more aware of taking my corner there. And I will square these up. And again, we're just going to chain piece these. And it looks like I did cut mine a little big. I like to cut mine a little big so I can cut them down. watch my needle when it comes to that point up here, so I'm trying not to cut my points off. All right, I'm going to continue on. Okay, now it looks like we're ready to actually put this block together, and then next up we will be doing these little sashing squares. So it says lay the blocks out as shown. Get my square out of the way. So we have a light. And light. Okay, and then it looks like this. Okay, and then another one of these. One of these. Okay, and then you, and a you. And there's our block, guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There's our block. All right, so let me sew this block together. Make sure my cutters are in, and we're just going to take this one to this one, just like this. And I'm going to try to match up to the best of my ability these corners. And I keep my finger on the edge I know that I need to sew. I still have my 1/4 foot. Get my fabric under there. Okay. So that's this guy here. Now I'm going to take this guy over here. Just like this. I'm going to hold my edges together that I know go together. And there is my first row. Okay, let me continue on. I'll show you the finished block. So here is the finished center blocks. And then next we'll need to work on the sashing, and it looks pretty easy. It's like a square and a square. I've done those before, and I just need to cut my my fabric for those. I've not cut that yet. So the block is done. I like it. That is super cute. Super cute, guys. I'm going to take a small break, and I'm going to come back and finish the blocks, and then we'll start on the sashing. Okay, we are on to the next part, which is making this sashing right here. So we are taking our little black squares, ones that are left, and we're taking our triangles that we cut out, and we're doing a square and a square. So I'm just going to keep chain piecing like I have been. Try to even that up as best as possible. I like to look at it from this side. Just try to keep my ends even. And we're just going to chain piece all of these. It's 8 squares, but you have to do 4 around each side. So and I'm not going in any particular direction. Just let them go where they go. Lulu's in here messing. They have 2 more. Oh, hold up. Wrinkled up a little bit in there. Okay. Guys, this thing right here, I love this thing. So this is what we have, and I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side. And I'm just going to finger press this guy open. Just kind of get him out of my way. This guy, we're just going to kind of finger press him open. Take another one. And we're going to do them again. And then we'll do them again. So just press him open. Put another one down. Make sure my ends are kind of even. See how much bobbin I got. Plenty of bobbin. We'll keep doing these. Oh, I left a dog ear. I have trimmed all these dog ears off. There's one I missed, so snip that guy off. Alright, I'm going to continue going around all the edges again. Okay, so what I have my 3 big blocks here. They're done. I have 3. Okay, and then I have my little squares that are going to make up these rows of sashing. So I need 4. I do have 8 squares. So let's sew those together real quick. And so they each kind of have like little faces. So I want to kind of mix up the faces. That one didn't have a face. Okay, so here's a raccoon, a witch, a ghost, and a pumpkin. Okay, that works out good. All right, so there's my layout. Okay, it has took me an afternoon, but I have the top 3 squares and sashing done. So we're going to end it here for today. Guys, that is so cute. That is so cute. Oh my gosh. And on our next video, we will do the sashing and we will do the backing, and I'll probably use interfacing in between like I usually do, because that is going to be the easiest piece. And I don't know if I will do binding. I might just do the fold inside out method like I usually do and make it even easier for us. So yeah, this one is done, and that's our blocks right there. Let's see if I can kind of get that. Is adorable. All right, guys, that is it for this video. I know it's probably going to be a long one. I'm sorry, but I'm super happy with how this turned out. Let me know down below if you're going to do this one. I'll see you guys on the next one.